Hi there, I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Welcome back to TCM. Up next, more of our night celebrating the work of a memorable character actress, Eileen Heckart. From Warner Brothers in 1967 with a cast led by Sandy Dennis, Up the Down Staircase. The film is an adaptation of a novel, a bestseller written by Belle Kaufman, a middle-aged New York schoolteacher. Through a collection of cleverly written notes, essays, memos, suggestion box insults, and other anecdotes, Kaufman's book painted an accurate, entertaining, and compelling picture of life at an inner-city school in the 1960s. The protagonist of the book and the film is Sylvia Barrett, an idealistic young teacher who quickly finds herself in over her head when she's hired to teach English at a challenging New York school. Director Robert Mulligan and producer Alan J. Pakula had become a finely tuned team. With Mulligan directing and Pakula producing, they made 7 films together between 1957 and 1968. This was the 6th of 7. Their most notable success came with their second film, the Best Picture Oscar nominee from 1962, To Kill a Mockingbird. The Mulligan-Pakula team only broke up because Pakula wanted to start directing, and he went on to become one of the best of his generation. With Up the Down Staircase, Pakula and Mulligan made the significant decision to shoot on location in Manhattan in real public schools with real teenage students in many of the roles. Filming in New York also made it possible to cast several top-tier Broadway actors in smaller roles, including Gene Stapleton, Sorrel Book, and Eileen Heckart. Heckart plays an older teacher at the school. She gets to prove she's just as hip, or nearly as hip, as her students when she steps onto the floor at a school dance and does the boogaloo. You can't miss it. From 1967, also with Patrick Bedford, and keep an eye out for Frances Sternhagen in her film debut, Up the Down Staircase. Up the Down Staircase premiered in 1967, the same year Sidney Poitier starred in a similar film, To Sir with Love. Poitier was one of the biggest stars in the business at this point, but Sandy Dennis was virtually unknown when she was cast as the lead, Sylvia Barrett. That quickly changed right before filming began. Dennis's breakthrough film, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, premiered just as production was getting underway on Up the Down Staircase. By the time the movie hit theaters, Sandy Dennis was an Oscar winner. Eileen Heckart had 1 Oscar nomination under her belt for her supporting role in The Bad Seed from 1956, and 6 years after she appeared in Up the Down Staircase, she won an Oscar for Butterflies Are Free. Both of her nominations came for playing roles she originated on Broadway. Over the course of her career, Heckart also won a Golden Globe and an Emmy, plus she picked up 3 Tony nominations. She received an honorary Tony in 2000, a year before she died, for a lifetime of excellence in the theater. Coming up, Eileen Heckart plays Gene Hackman's mother in a Western drama from 1974. Zandy's Bride is next on Turner Classic Movies.
Next on TCM, Zandy's Bride, then Somebody Up There Likes Me, and later, Woman of the Year. Lock horns with TCM tonight.